If I forgot a request, just let me know. I don't think I did. Oh no, I definitely did. I definitely did. So we got welcome to therapy, Flawdzilla. All right. Get P down. Wait, okay. I'm about to say, is it even welcome to therapy, or did I just make that up? Welcome to therapy, Flawdzilla. He just came out this recently too, not 2 weeks ago. Okay.
Tired of
Well, you know what I gotta do with this. You know what I gotta do. I think this is my third track I did of Flawdzilla's too, and and it's funny because I know that he rap, but y'all didn't give me no rapping tracks. Y'all gave me like the feel good tracks, once again I love the feel good tracks. I ain't got no problem with the feel good tracks at all, but I haven't seen the track where it really shows his rapping prowess. You know what I'm saying? So I might need to get put on to some shit where he's rapping. You know what I'm saying? Plus, when I watch certain videos on his channel, because anybody that talks Eminem, excuse me, I feel like I burped right into the mic, so I'm so sorry. But anybody who's like talking Eminem, as far as when I've been on YouTube and looking, like I pay attention because I got to see what you're talking about. Because everybody who love Eminem, and I love Eminem too, I feel like you can't miss in like on certain things. And if you like you reacting to M and you're rapping and you know lyrics like how you're supposed to know them, I got to see what you got to say. And I approve their message. You know what I'm saying? Because I know he does it with his lady as well too. I just don't know his lady's name, so I just know Flawed. But I approve their message when they break it down. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I got for Flawed as far as that goes. But I don't know really too much of his music. I know Goat was doing the battle of a lot of the reactors that happen to rap. I didn't actually check any of that series out because I wanted to just kind of like get put on the songs of people like that. So I didn't want to be spoiled. So I didn't really check that series out because that's something that I'm like, once I got into this, I found out Screw rapped, I found out Knox rapped, I started just finding out slowly Crip rap. Like I found out that there was a lot of rappers, a lot of rappers that are also reactors. You know what I'm saying? So when I seen that, I was like, I'm gonna fall back off of that because I'll just never know. And I don't like to be spoiled. And if I've seen it already, it's kind of gonna be hard for me to react versus like if I'm just freshly into it. So I never really paid attention to that series. But if you want to get put on a couple of reactors, definitely check that out because I think he did a great job in that series from what I've seen of it. You know what I'm saying? I think he was doing it live a bunch of times, and it actually sparked up, I want to say, a rap battle between him and another reactor that's a rapper as well too, with him and Dada. So it was definitely something that came out of that, which was pretty dope. But here we are live on the couch, chilling right now, and it's funny that we're on the couch and we're into this song called "Welcome to Therapy." So we gonna hop right into this real quick, man. You know what I gotta do here. You know what I gotta do. So what up, Couch Gang, Hip Hop Crimies and Crimettes? Welcome back to the Couch. It's your man Bito back with another reaction, and we're live. So if you know, you know. If you don't, hit the button below, which you should probably already know by now. And if you don't, definitely hit that motherfucker because we be live on this bitch. It's a Friday vibe hours, you know what I mean? And this is a Carol request. I've been put on the FLAWD a couple of times while I've done these lives, and I've liked the tracks. And Carol gave me another track here. I don't know if it's showing off his rapping abilities or if it's going to be one of the feel good tracks. I have no idea, but I seen the thumbnail, so I don't think it's going to be that. You know what I'm saying? Like the thumbnail shows that it's going to be complete opposite of what I've been put on to. But once again, he's 2 for 2. You know what I'm saying? And you know what we do over here? We do the good old 3-track try over here. You know what I'm saying? And two for 2 right now. And if this doesn't happen to hit, I'm still gonna explore because once again, if you go like 0 for 3, or if like you're like 1 for 3, but if that 1 for 3 is okay, then I'm probably not gonna go back to you again. But if that 1 for 3 is strong, you have another chance. You know what I'm saying? You get another roll of the dice. But anyway, man, we're gonna hop right into this, man. Flawdzilla, welcome to therapy. Let's see what we got, man. Let's see what we got going on here. Let's see what we got going on.
Could I be the one you love?
Flawed, welcome to therapy. I'll be recording this session if you don't mind. Remember that this is a judgment-free zone and anything you say...
My bad. I like how she's like, I'm going to record this session, and we're recording this session right now. You know what I'm saying? We're watching this live.
Flawed, welcome to therapy. I'll be recording this session if you don't mind. Remember that this is a judgment-free zone and anything you say here stays between us.
what I'm not in control of is what stressed me out the most. Thoughts about death, but I suppose only God says when I'm a go. Right to express, but will I be impressed by the legacy I left when I'm a ghost? If life is a
Hold on. He's talking some real life gem bars and shit that goes on in our minds all the time. Hold on, Flawed. Now we talking. Now we talking right now.
Here stays between us.
what I'm not in control of is what stressed me out the most.
Listen, that controls that stresses out a lot of us. You know what I'm saying? Things that we can't control stresses us out a lot. That's why sometimes you just got to be like, yo, just let it happen and just roll with the punches and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Thoughts about death, but I suppose only God says when I'm a go.
Fact.
Right to
God
express,
damn.
but will I be impressed by the legacy I left when I'm a ghost?
Woo.
If life is a test, when I pass, I guess it's my results. Hate living in fear of dying, anxiety got me feeling it's near. I don't even know why I'm designed like I'm fine till I get to up here. Maybe the wires are fried in my mind. Think I'm missing a gear because outside it I shine, but inside isn't what it appears. I thought mama had all the answers, then cancer spread from her breast to her chest. Never forget her bedridden lit cigarette with the rest of the breath she could catch. She stared death in the face, quit chemo, accepted her fate. I can search, but there's a right the verse. That type of courage I have yet to embrace. I was getting high and popping.
Listen, there's nothing tougher than watching a parent go, dog. I lived through that myself. If that's what he's talking about right now. That's hard, B. That's hard. And watching it too.
I can search, but there's a right the verse. That type of courage I have yet to embrace. I was getting high and popping peas while my uncle died across the street. Hope to him and mama looking down and he taking pride in watching me. I'll be laying wide awake.
Oh man, talk to him. Talk to him.
Courage I have yet to embrace. I was getting high and popping peas while my uncle died across the street. Hope to him and mama looking down and he taking pride in watching me. I'll be laying wide awake at night. Mind me saying I'm a waste of life. Never wanna see me down and out. Thanks to God I got the strength to fight.
Okay, this is good. This is good. I feel like we're making some real progress here, some real strides. But it seems like you're still holding back. I just need you to relax.
Shit, it sounded like he released a whole lot right there, man. I felt that verse right there. That verse is an automatic 10 for me. I'll give that verse a 10.
Open up and let me in.
This what it sound like inside.
That was crazy with the black eyes, though. I'm sorry. That was nuts. That was spooky. But I get it, though. I get what it means, though. I get it.
Open up
The devil.
and let me in.
This what it sound like inside of my head going post so traumatic. Combined with my stress when I go to look back, I get kinda depressed. I got sober, then afterward drowned in regret. No matter how far I go, it's not ending. I can feel calm and close, you want vengeance. Won't be a problem, no, come on, send it. Know that I will know the smoke, I'm long-winded. So you better call your folks and call friends. And don't forget the law, you gon' need all them when warriors evolve that won't cut off instinct. So we have a fall, I hope the cause endings. Got demons, I ain't invited me, but they're not leaving. Thought I said I did it when I got treatment, but I've been fighting them, it's about even. Lot of reach, you really do more blocking. Bobbing, weaving, I meet them with pure offense. Got the lead if you keeping the score watching. Who thought a demon could even perform boxing? Boy locked in, brave heart.
He's flowing right now. This is okay. Y'all showing me some shit with Flawed right now. This is we ain't doing none of this right now. This is not so happy, but this is dope though. Like I like the personal raps. I like the personal raps personally. You know what I'm saying? Because that's why I like music so much. It hits me in a spot where I can relate. I'm relating to Flawed right now. I'm relating to Flawed, B.
Take loss, so I ain't soft when it ain't great odds. I don't break dog. Pray hard to remain cause I remain flawed like an all day job, ain't no days off. Thank God that I ain't paused over Nate talk. I don't play late pause up on Nate jaws.
Okay, that's enough. We get it. You can let me out now.
No matter how far I go, it's not ending. I can feel calm and close, you want vengeance. Won't be a problem, no, come on, send it. Know that I will know the smoke, I'm long-winded. So you better call your folks and call friends. And don't forget the law, you gon' need all them when warriors evolve that won't cut off instinct. So we have a fall, I hope the cause endings.
All right, so that song's a 10. That song's a 10. Flawed gets a 10 on that for sure. I don't even know where really to begin right now. You know what I'm saying? All I know is I can tell you is that Flawed can rap his ass off. The subjects that he was rapping about was real personal. And if you can relate, you can really understand. I think that's why I'm playing it back. That's why we're kind of here right now. I gotta play it back because he did a lot on this. He did a whole lot. There's a lot to unpack, I feel like. I just need to play it back just one more time because once again, it's automatically a 10. But the rhyme schemes, the flow patterns, how he just switched up just different emotions within this song, like I feel like there was like three different emotions or maybe two. You know what I'm saying? It was like, you know, he was opening up, he was a little, you know, just explaining just coming up and the background on why he is or the way he is or what's going on in his brain and the things that fear him. And then it just up tempoed a little bit. But I liked it, dog. Like I said, it's a 10. Listen, when I play it back, that's when you know it's a good one. That's when you know it's a really good one. You know what I'm saying? Because it's normal in Ren's world, but in everybody else's world, it all depends. Before I get to play back,
Could I be
this
someone
song's tough,
you
and I like the beat
love?
too.
Flawed.
And also, I will say I love the direction of hip hop right now with like being creative with the music videos. Like I'm just pointing this out in a lot of stuff that I've seen in recent time with music videos is the black and white feature. I don't know what it is about the black and white feature, but the black and white feature in the videos is just doing it right now. We're in that era right now, and I'm loving it that every artist that's creating music and doing music videos is embracing that and adding that into their art. That's it.
Welcome to therapy.
I'm a fan
I'll
of
be
that.
recording this session if you don't mind. Remember that this is a judgment-free zone and anything you say here stays between us.
What I'm not in control of is what stressed me out the most. Thoughts about death, but I suppose only God says when I'm a go. Right to express, but will I be impressed by the legacy I left when I'm a ghost?
That's a deep bar right there too, man. Like
Go right to express, but
right to express, but will I be impressed by the legacy I left when I'm a ghost? So it's like when he looks back and when he's looking down, kind of when he gets back into the later bars, like, will he be impressed with that legacy that he left behind? And that's what I think we all think about, you know what I mean, and throughout life, whether we have a family, whether it's just something that we want to leave behind, like we're always, and that's what stresses us about like the most, you know what I'm saying? Because we're not in control of a lot of things, but we're in control of what legacy we leave behind. And that's the most stressful thing, especially as a man. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially as a man. I don't know why it's having this little freeze.
will I be impressed by the legacy I left when I'm a ghost? If life is a test when I pass, I guess it's my results. Hate living in fear of dying, anxiety got me feeling it's near. I don't even know why I'm designed like I'm fine till I get to up here. Maybe the wires are fried in my mind. Think I'm missing a key.
He's like, I'm fine until I start getting all in my head. Man.
Fear of dying, anxiety got me feeling it's near. I don't even know why I'm designed like I'm fine till I get to up here. Maybe the wires are fried in my mind. Think I'm missing a gear because
The wires are fried, missing a gear, brains loose, screws loose, whole scheme in there.
outside it I shine, but inside isn't what it appears. I thought mama had all the answers, then cancer spread from her breast to her chest. Never forget her bedridden lit cigarette with the rest of the breath she could catch. She stared death in the face, quit chemo, accepted her fate. I can search, but as I write the verse, that type of courage I have yet to embrace.
Yeah, so I misinterpreted that bar when I first heard it. That's not what it is at all. But still crazy within itself because once again, like, you know, you're watching your parent. You know what I mean? It goes back to that whole thing at the end of the day, and then it put him down into a spiral, which.
I was getting high and popping peas while my uncle died across the street. Hope that him and mama looking down and they taking pride in.
It's crazy because I'm pretty sure, like, you know, and it's funny listening to that because that puts me in a personal space, like when I lost my pops or whatever, and I was doing what I was doing and just, you know, going down a downward spiral of just mad shit. You know what I'm saying? Feeling the same way that he does. But, you know, I talked to somebody who I don't even talk to this day, but it was like somebody I've never even spoken to until I lost my pops. But it was just like, he said some very profound shit to me that sticks to me to this day. He's like, you know, you don't want to get caught up drinking and drugging and get yourself out of the hole. Like, yeah, you going through the emotions and stuff right now, but don't let it spiral you too far down where it's going to take a hold of you and consume you. Like, find another outlet to get out of this deep dark hole and depression that you're in. And like, yeah, when you hear it in time, you're still going to do what you want to do. But those words stuck with me, especially just knowing, like, you know, obviously background, you know, stories and just, you know, your lineage and just certain things that come with that. You don't want to fall down that spiral because of what you know, So I always stuck that to it. And while I was going through the grieving process, so to say, you know what I mean, I ended up just, you know, getting in the gym, playing ball a lot more, just being active and productive, which, you know, during the long road, it led me to doing this shit right here. To be honest with you, it led me all to doing what I'm doing right here, right now, which is just, reacting to music, man, using this as an outlet to, get myself out of a rut if I'm not in a rut, and just to spread the love and spread the positivity and the good vibes and shit like that, and talk about shit like this because music connects to us all at the end of the day. But we're gonna get back to that. That's enough of the monologue. While they sit here for a second, because I guess we slow tonight. I guess we slow tonight. You feel me? I guess this is what we doing. We slow. So I'm gonna sit here for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Let the shit do what it's gonna do. But I guess that's just what it is.
Watching me, I be laying wide awake at night. Mind me saying I'm a waste of life. Never wanna see me down and out. Thanks to God, I got the strength to fight.
Okay, this is good. This is good. I feel like we're making some real progress here, some real strides. But it seems like you're still holding back. I just need you to relax, open up, and let me in.
This what it sound like inside of my head going post-traumatic, combined with my stress when I go to
and let me in.
This what it sound like inside of my head going post-traumatic, combined with my stress when I go to look back, I get kinda depressed. I got sober, then afterward drowned in regret.
That'd be shit, man. Not to get too personal, that'd just be my biggest fear, dog. Like, what if I was to stop doing certain things I was doing? You know what I'm saying? And now, like, I just get into like this other side of things where like there's a whole realization of things sometimes. But we all go through our things, man. This song's talking to me right now, dog. It's different. It's hitting me in a different space.
No matter how far I go, it's not ending. I can feel calm and close, you want vengeance. Won't be a problem, no, come on, send it. Know that I will know the smoke, I'm long-winded. So you better call your folks and call friends. And don't forget the law, you gon' need all then. When warriors involved, that won't cut off instinct. So we have a fall, I hope the cause endings. Got demons, I ain't invited me, but they're not leaving. Thought I said I did it when I got treatment. But I've been fighting them, it's about even. Lot of reach, you really do more blocking. Bobbing, weaving, I meet them with pure offense. Got the leaders, be keeping the score watching. Who thought a demon could even perform boxing? Boy locked in,
He flowed that whole shit right there. He killed that whole joint.
Been fighting them, it's about even. Lot of reach, you really do more blocking. Bobbing, weaving, I meet them with pure offense. Got the leaders, be keeping the score watching. Who thought a demon could even perform boxing? Boy locked in, brave hard, I can take loss, so I ain't soft when it ain't great odds. I don't break dog. Pray hard to remain cause I remain cause like an all day job, ain't no days off. Thank God that I ain't pause, but when they talk, I don't play late pause off of Nate jaws.
Okay, that's enough. We get it. You can let me out now.
No matter how far I go, it's not ending. I can feel calm and close, you want vengeance. Won't be a problem, no, come on, send it. Know that I will know the smoke, I'm long-winded. So you better call your folks and call friends. And don't forget the law, you gon' need all then. When warriors involved, that won't cut off instinct. So we have a fall, I hope the cause endings.
Yeah, 6-10, B. That's just a 10. It's fire. Sounds pretty dope. Video is dope too. You know what I mean? That's really what it was too. Like I say on this channel too, man. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel. But music videos make the songs that much better. So with that being said, man, we out of here. Peace. That was dope. That was dope. That was definitely a dope one. I'm a fan of that. I'm here for it, dog. I'm definitely here for that one. We are here for that one. That was fire. Shout out FLAWD to that one. Shout out FLAWD. You know what I mean? Shout out to y'all for putting me on the FLAWD as far as his music goes. So I was aware of FLAWD, obviously, but I just didn't know. I don't know where to start with shit. You know what I'm saying? I like to let the audience tell me everything. You know what I mean? Like this is the you just say it, I just play it station over here, aka channel. So that's how I keep it, man. That's how I always keep it. I try to keep it consistent with that. But dope, man. I like him. I like him. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fan. I like his artistry, dog. Let's see what we got going on in the chitty chat right now. What we got going on in the chitty chat? James Widow, shout out James. I see a lot of yellow in here. I see a lot of yellow, so I appreciate the dono. I definitely appreciate the dono. Let's see. Carol, that was a good one. That was a good one. I ignored you, Carissa. My bad. You know what I'm saying? It ain't that I ignored you. It's just that, I be distracted. I be trying to keep up with everything. I scroll and skim. I call it the double S, man. When I'm in here, I scroll and skim at the same time, man. I try to catch what I can catch. And sometimes I miss it sometimes. You thought I was being petty? Nah, I just missed it. I think I just missed it. I ain't gonna lie. I think I missed it. Don't forget to hit the like button if you in here smirking and lurking. Don't forget to hit that button. All right, don't forget to hit that button. But Tommy, what up? Appreciate the dono as well. James Whittle, what's happening? Elena, what is good? I see a tool in here. I see a tool. We got a tool. You're on live too? Well, she's gone. But she knows I said hi. Damn, I'm sorry to hear that, Carol. Losing a parent is definitely tough. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, listen, and trust me, if that was more on like an emotional, like softer side of a song, I definitely probably would have got tied into my emotions a little bit myself. I'm not gonna lie, but because of what I would call is the aggressive nature of the song, and it wasn't like aggressive where it was like he's just going sick in that way, but it was more of a harder tone. You know what I mean? It was definitely more of a harder tone where like I caught the bar. You know what I mean? But nah, I watched my pops take his last breath, man. You know what I mean? And that's one of the hardest things that I can, that I have to ever live with, you know what I mean? Especially when like I know how close me and my pop's relationship was, and just how crazy it is that when you're born and shit, and this is on video, so this is why I know this shit, and I'm sharing a little bit too much about, I don't mind this one, especially where I'm at now with it, but shit, my pops was the first person I seen coming onto this earth, so like it always hurts my heart like crazy to know that like I was the last person he seen when he took his last breath and was going through what he was going through. You know what I'm saying? It's traumatic shit, man, watching somebody's life leave out their body, man. That's just crazy, dog. But, you go through your grieving process, man. You figure out how to just get yourself through this life and keep a positive head on your shoulders and not be too down. And like, obviously, like, you develop things as like PTSD, survivor's remorse, you know what I'm saying? Like depression, trauma, like, you suffer all that shit, man. You just got to know how to navigate it. Some people, therapy helps them, you know what I'm saying? And like for me, music really helps me. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, obviously there's those moments and then I get down when I hear certain songs, but music really helps me go through that. You know what I'm saying? Being active helps me do that. Being productive helps me do that. Going to the gym helps me do that. Playing ball, chatting on a live. And before I was doing live, it was really just being like, all right, I'm gonna open up this laptop, throw on some music, dog, listen to it, vibe out, know I'm putting out some content for some people that, they're gonna feel good off the energy and shit like that. So that's kind of like, I lost my pops 5 years ago. So, going through this whole journey and shit has led me really to this, to be honest with you. Like that's a part of this YouTube journey is that, I went through a crazy loss and crazy things in between, going through that loss. And it's like where you go from there, especially when, it's somebody who you live with, you've grown up with, like, you've seen for 30 plus years of your life. Like, should be hard as fuck, man. So, Carol, I'm with you on that. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely with you. You know what I'm saying? I give you big hug from here, big hug from the beam. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know what it's like to lose both, but I do understand what it's like to lose one. And to watch that shit is tough as fuck too. You know what I'm saying? None of it's good. But that's enough of the sad monologue part of it. We're gonna get into a couple of requests here. So we're going down the line.
We will leave you with I can't do it. Okay. We'll do it live. Okay. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live.